Hello guys, welcome back to Math from my desk, and in today's video we will be focusing on why the integral of 1 over x with respect to x is equal to the natural log of the absolute value of x plus c. So we'll be focusing more specifically on why the absolute value. So first, why the natural log in the first place? Well, if we recall from differential calculus, the derivative with respect to x of the natural log of x is equal to 1 over x. And so integrals are basically antiderivatives. So the antiderivative of 1 over x is the natural log of x. So then you might wonder, why isn't the answer to the integral of 1 over x dx not simply the natural log of x plus c? Why do we have to add this absolute value sign right here? Well, the answer is it all has to do with the domain of the two functions. So let's go ahead and explain that further. So for 1 over x, its domain, so wherever 1 over x is defined, is simply for all x's except when x is equal to 0, because 1 over 0 is obviously undefined. And so the domain that's going to be x is not 0. Now if we take a look at the domain of the natural log, if we recall, if we have a graph of the natural log, that's going to look something like this. And so the domain, as we can see right here, is defined for all values x which are greater than 0. So here is where we see the discrepancy. Here is where we see the difference. The domains of 1 over x and the natural log of x are not the same. Obviously, x is not 0 is not the same as x is greater than 0. And so, for example, here 1 over x can be defined for values that are negative. The natural log of x cannot be defined for values that are negative. And so that's where the problem lies. So in order to fix this, that's where we add the absolute value. Because if we add the absolute value, then we can include negative numbers, because the negative numbers are simply going to turn positive. And so the domain of the natural log value, the natural log of the absolute value of x is also x is not 0. And so now it has the same domain as 1 over x. And so this right here is a short justification in a way for why the integral of 1 over x dx is equal to the natural log of the absolute value of x plus c. It is simply so that we can have the same domains. So for example, in the natural log of x, you can't have the natural log of -3, that doesn't exist, but you can have the natural log of the absolute value of -3, because that's simply equal to the natural log of 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon for another one.